everyone, welcome to the EagleEye sprint review for sprint 82. Today we have the whole dev team and our stakeholders. Let's dive in and show you the stuff we've been working on. So as we can see here, it was a 3-week sprint, but with all the public holidays over Christmas and New Year's, it was only really around 10 man days of work. Scrolling down, those man days were complete by Hark and Luke. A little bit further down, we have the actual PBIs. So first one off the list is to do with the website and our documentation. So we're splitting up the installation video and the documents. I'll let Hark quickly go through that one. Hark, do you want to quickly touch on it?
Yeah, so I made a video or tutorial video end-to-end how to install EagleEye. So after that video, me and Luke and Adam, we reviewed the video and point out some areas that we need to split the documentation because the docs were getting so long. And we also identified other couple of things which we need to do to make the process nicer. Does it make sense? Any questions?
How long did you spend with Luke going through that video?
I think around 1 hour and a half.
Okay.
Around 2 minutes, 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay. And when do you, so how many issues came out of that? And are those issues in this sprint, are they?
So mainly we actually have 3 PBIs, and one is this first one, which is already been solved. And other 2, one is in the next one because I wanted to prioritize that one, but we had the bug, which we will cover in which Toby will cover next. And yeah, so that was more priority. So that's why that's not in this sprint.
Okay. All right. Will you be able to do those issues and then record a new video this sprint?
Yep, so when we get over to planning, there is already those issues have been dragged in. We'll work on them and try and get to recording, but as we're sort of finding, you pull on a thread and something else comes loose. So it sort of depends how confident we are with the actual provisioning process before we record the video.
But the goal is for Hark to do the issues that popped up in his video as identified by him and Luke, and then record a new video.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Alrighty, moving on. The second one there, we have the spike. So as requested by Adam, we're starting to add playwright testing into EagleEye. The first one here was just a little bit of a spike for Hark to familiarize himself with playwright. And then starting next sprint, we're going to be incrementally adding a playwright suite into the EagleEye product. Cool. Next one there, Azure Marketplace incremental update notification. So as we sort of we'll show later, there was a little bit of discussion here about the incremental updates and how a user will be notified when one becomes available. Hark has completed the UI for this, and it's just in review at the moment, but we're using a mocked endpoint, so that's going to be something that we'll work on going forward.
Yep.
Cool. Incremental update. So this one's a bit of a large feature. I might actually quickly throw to Luke to discuss.
Okay, so I will open the actual PBI. So this PBI is for incremental updates for customer, and we have all the tasks here. So the current progress is we finished the first 2 tasks. In this sprint, we finished the second one. So we implemented the incremental updated logic. So it's in PR review. And for this task, we still have like 3 tasks remaining. So one is to make the artifact public, and next one is to integrate with portal, and last is to do end-to-end testing. Yeah, and also for this one, I reviewed the design with Column, and Column gives some feedback. So we created 3 new PBI for this one. Any question?
That's good.
Okay, so I will
Yep.
move on.
Yeah. Cool. So bug signing in loop. We've got it due to plausible script. We've since sort of figured out that's not exactly the case. There's an issue where when it's trying to sign in, it's actually checking against the SSW tenant. So we're in the midst of resolving that. Cool. Next one there was that video that we discussed earlier. So the video has been recorded for a V1, but there's a few improvements that we want to make, and we'll prioritize in the next sprint before recording a V2. And then finally, those last two there haven't yet been worked on, but once the Azure Marketplace and provisioning stuff is fairly solid, we want to do a final run through, both putting Luke and Sam onto it to identify any issues that may or may not remain, and then finally adding the PowerPoint skeleton for your talk. Cool. Any questions so far?
Do you think, Sam, you'll be touching Aspire in this next sprint with regards to EagleEye?
Most likely I'll end up doing something in that area, but probably not as a dedicated PBI, more as just trying to figure out, again, how this project's all wired up. I know that off the rip that there's a bit of a problem with the fact that this project's on .NET 9 and not 10. There's a few cool features that we're on Aspire's side going to be missing out on that would maybe be cool to investigate. But I think I'll look into that and kind of sound back whether it's worth doing.
I think I would tell you already, just get it onto .NET 10, because going from 9 to 10 is not a lot of work. And so it would just be like any bug that pops up in Aspire, you wouldn't want it to be happening because it's not in 10.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty, awesome. Oh, well, with that complete, I'll pass back to Luke.
Yeah, sure. So for deployments, we have 2 product website deployment, 2 portal and API deployments, and 1 engine deployment. For Penny, Yuli, and Rick. Yeah. Sorry, what? Oh.
You dropped down a little bit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you repeat it all again?
So for report views, for last 1 month, it was Penny, Yuli, and Rick. I think there's not much reviewer. I think it's because probably a holiday.
Right. Okay.
For the Epic progress, we have 4.
What? Sorry. Why don't you have Ken?
For Ken?
Yeah. Why isn't Ken's name in a red box?
I think for Ken, because Ken is working on PBI to improvement the product website, so he's looking at the reports. So
okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So it's not counted as a user. Yeah. And for the Epic progress, so we have 4 PBI in progress for customer instance setup, so which is incremental updates and also down video for the Azure Marketplace offer. We finished 1 PBI for Playwright Epic, yeah, which was done by Hawk. Next is R&D. So we are still experimenting with design a customer update solution. Yeah. For AI tools, so we added Sam here. So Sam is using open code and ChatGPT. Yeah, no change for me and Hawk.
So Sam didn't use Yakshover at all? You weren't even in one Yakshover?
I don't think so. Like recently,
okay.
No.
All right.
Like if it's just this week, then no.
Usually there's some little bug you find that you Yakshover with somebody.
Okay. I'll continue. So for the sprint review, so it is around 41 minutes. And the main item worked on was incremental update notification for the customer. Yeah, so although it's using mock API, so we have some UI to show the updates, and we will integrate with our API in the next sprint. Next retro. Yeah. So what went well from me? So we get incremental app design reviewed by Colin and get some good feedback from Toby. Tenant experiences covering our other areas of improvements. I think it's talking about incremental updates. Yeah, we found some like improvements. Yeah. And from Sam, product owner staying consistent with prioritizing the user. And from Hawk, so he did a tutorial video for Asia Marketplace offer. And what didn't go so well?
I think I'd bold that one. I thought that was excellent. Right.
This one?
Yeah, and I think it generated lots of good feedback, which made the onboarding process better, which is really important.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and what didn't go so well? So we have some holiday time. Yeah, so less time on EagleEye. And for me, yeah, I'm spending one more day on Sweetball, so less time on EagleEye. And from Toby, so we are not as close as we originally thought to advertising a beta. So it's mainly about incremental updates. Yeah.
Okay, can I just check? Toby, did you see Hart's video?
No. So I didn't get around to it today. Today's my first day back, but
Right,
I'm hoping to, sort of.
Yeah, because you want to check that you agree with the feedback they generated. Maybe watch the Yak shows first and then see the video.
Yeah,
maybe,
sure.
Maybe you could just watch the video at double speed just to get a rough idea what they were talking about, because we don't really care about the video that much now until the next one.
Yeah. No, completely makes sense.
Yeah, Sam was saying some good words about my video. Sam, you want to say in front of everyone?
Oh, you watched it, Sam, didn't you?
I'm still making my way through. I was about 18 minutes through.
Wait, how long is the video? Too long.
It's 26.
Solid half an hour.
Yes, I was unhappy with Hart, but it did show how many steps there were.
Right.
Because Hart wasn't dawdling that much. He does talk a bit, but he needed to get through it. So there was just too many steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, next one we did have.
Luke, can I just say, of all the feedback Hart gave and all the watching that 26-minute video, what was the bit that you go, wow, yeah, I should have known to fix that?
You mean when I first watched the video?
Well, just the feedback that was generated, what was something that the video highlighted the problem?
I feel like something could be automated. Yeah, like post some steps when resources deployment. Yeah, and we raise a PBI for that. Yeah,
Right.
it's just some step we can improve. We can automate.
Right. Yeah. I thought the big thing that for me is Hart kept using the word prerequisites when it was stuff that you had to action. You had to do stuff. Like a prerequisite for me is install .NET 10. It's not do all this stuff with the EagleEye.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yep. From Sam, we didn't have Sprinkle. I think I spent less time on EagleEye, and also the incremental update is complicated. We do review the design with columns, so it's more solid now, I think. Yeah, so yeah. And next one, Sam is not live on EagleEye team yet. Yeah. And what improvements? So one thing is we need to move the review 1 hour earlier. Yeah, because some people finish at 5. And let's do feature release for video and emails. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, so let's do forecast. And our next sprint goal will still be incremental updates for customer. And I think Hawk, you can have a talk about those PBI.
Yeah, so we are having again completing those two which we are in review and in progress. Luke already highlighted those. And then I'm also working on, I will be working on the bug, the sign-in loop. And then we're gonna work on the PBIs, which will improve the process for video V2 of the video. And we are also adding one playwright PBI per sprint as per discussion with Toby and you. So I will be adding another playwright test for authentication.
And are you happy doing little bit of playwright every sprint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
those two should be removed. Yeah, I will do it later. Yeah.
and then there are Copilot stats. Can you scroll? Yeah. So again, the next main item to implement according to us and according to AI as well is to implement and finalize the incremental update logic, because what's the point of new features or bug fixes if we can't ship the updates to customers? So yeah, that's why that's more important than GitHub integrations. And just a little bit
Yeah.
scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Toby?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Oh, well, thanks everyone for joining. That was the Sprint 82 for EagleEye. We hope you've all enjoyed and learned something new about the product. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dave. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You can also see me